The year was 1863. Across America, the Civil War was raging. In Concord, Massachusetts, the March family faced the challenges of wartime. Their father, Mr. March, was serving as a chaplain with the Union Army far from home. On a cold winter evening, four sisters sat around a crackling fireplace. Christmas was only a day away, and there would be few presents beneath the tree that year. The eldest sister, Meg March, was beautiful, graceful, and responsible. She often dreamt of a more comfortable life and wished she could help her family. Jo March, spirited and independent, dreamt of becoming a famous writer and filled notebooks with stories and adventures. Near the hearth sat gentle Beth March. Shy and kind, Beth loved music and found happiness in the simple joys of home and family. The youngest, Amy March, was artistic and ambitious. She dreamt of becoming a great artist and traveling the world. Though each sister had different dreams, they shared one wish above all others: for their father to return home safely. Guiding them through every challenge was their wise and loving mother, Mommy, who taught them kindness, courage, and gratitude. Little did the sisters know that the coming years would bring friendship, heartbreak, joy, and lessons that would shape their lives forever. Christmas morning arrived bright and cold. Mommy learned of a poor family nearby who had little food and several hungry children. She suggested that the girls share their own Christmas breakfast. The girls agreed and carried bread, milk, cakes, and warm food through the snow to the struggling family. When they saw the gratitude on the children's faces, they realized that giving could bring greater happiness than receiving. Later that day, an unexpected surprise arrived. Their wealthy neighbor, Mr. Lawrence, had heard about their generosity. Deeply touched, he sent a magnificent Christmas feast to the March home. Delicious food and treats soon filled the cottage. Laughter echoed through every room, making it one of the happiest Christmases the family had ever known. It was also the beginning of an important friendship. Not far from the March home stood the grand Lawrence mansion. Living there was a lonely young man named Laurie, who had lost his parents and was being raised by his grandfather, Mr. Lawrence. Mr. Lawrence was the same man who organized the Christmas feast for the March family. One winter evening, Jo noticed Laurie watching the lively March family from across the street. She introduced herself, and a lasting friendship began. Soon Laurie became a frequent visitor to the March home. He joined the sisters in the games, shared stories, and enjoyed the warmth of a family life. Jo and Laurie became especially close friends. Together they skated, explored the countryside, and dreamt about the future. For the first time in years, Laurie no longer felt alone. Of all the sisters, Beth was the shyest. Mr. Lawrence owned a magnificent grand piano. When he learned how much Beth loved music, he invited her to play it whenever she wished. Though shy, Beth eventually accepted his invitation. As time passed, Mr. Lawrence grew fond of Beth's gentle nature, while Beth discovered the kindness hidden beneath his stern appearance. Their friendship became one of the most touching relationships in the story. As the months passed, each sister continued to grow. Meg learned that happiness was worth more than wealth. Jo devoted herself to writing and dreamt of becoming a successful author. Amy worked hard to improve her artistic talents. Beth remained the gentle heart of the family, always thinking of others before herself. Together, the sisters faced life's challenges and learned important lessons along the way. One winter, the March sisters helped care for a poor family suffering from scarlet fever. Beth spent the most time caring for the sick children. Soon afterward, she became ill herself. The cheerful atmosphere of the March home changed as the family gathered anxiously around Beth's bed. At the same time, Mr. March became ill in Washington, and Mommy traveled to care for him. Jo stayed faithfully beside Beth, hoping and praying for her recovery. After many difficult weeks, Beth slowly improved. The family rejoiced, but the illness left her permanently weakened. From that day forward, her health would never fully return. While Beth was recovering, encouraging news arrived. Mr. March's condition had improved, and before long he returned home safely from the war. The family joyfully welcomed him home. For a time, peace and happiness returned to the March household. As the years passed, Meg matured into a beautiful young woman. Among her admirers was John Brooke, Laurie's tutor. Though not wealthy, John was honest, hardworking, and kind. In time, Meg and John fell in love and married. Their home was simple but filled with love. Meg soon became a devoted wife and mother and discovered that true happiness came from family rather than wealth. Jo continued pursuing her dream of becoming a writer. She sold stories to newspapers and magazines and earned money through her work. Each success encouraged her to keep writing and working towards her goals. A remarkable opportunity soon came Amy's way. Their wealthy aunt, March, decided to take one of the girls to Europe, and Amy was chosen. The journey fulfilled many of her dreams. She visited museums, studied great works of art, and explored beautiful cities she had only imagined before. Aunt March was one of the wealthiest relatives of the March family. Though she often seemed strict, demanding, and difficult to please, she cared about the girls in her own way. Jo frequently spent time reading to her and helping her with daily tasks. While the sisters sometimes found her intimidating, Aunt March's influence played an important role in their future. And it was her decision that eventually gave Amy the opportunity to travel to Europe. The experience helped Amy mature and improve as an artist. Back in America, Laurie had grown from a mischievous boy into a young man. Over time, his friendship with Jo deepened into love. Believing they were meant to be together, he asked her to marry him, but Jo could not accept. She loved Laurie dearly as a friend, yet she could not imagine becoming his wife. Heartbroken, Laurie left to travel abroad. As the years passed, Beth's health gradually declined. Jo spent many quiet hours beside her beloved sister, cherishing every moment they shared. Beth faced her illness with remarkable courage and peace. One gentle spring day, surrounded by her family, Beth passed away. Her loss deeply saddened the March household, especially Jo. Though gone, Beth's kindness continued to inspire everyone who had known her. Meanwhile, Laurie and Amy spent more time together in Europe. Both had matured greatly since childhood. As they traveled and shared new experiences, their friendship slowly blossomed into love. In time, they married. Although the news surprised Jo, she was genuinely happy for her sister and her dear friend. After Beth's death, Jo sought a fresh beginning. While living away from home, she met a thoughtful German professor named Friedrich Baer. He admired Jo's character and encouraged her to become a better writer. Over time, their friendship grew into love. When Professor Baer returned to see her, Jo realized she had found the companion she had been seeking. Soon after their marriage, Jo inherited Aunt March's large estate. Together, Jo and Professor Baer transformed the property into a school for boys called Plumfield. Plumfield soon became a happy and successful school. Jo loved helping young people learn and discover their talents. The energetic girl who had once dreamt beside a fireplace had become both a successful writer and a devoted teacher. Years later, the family gathered together at Plumfield. Children played in the gardens while laughter echoed across the ground. Meg and her family arrived. Amy and Laurie came as well. Mr. March and Mommy watched proudly as their daughters enjoyed the lives they had built. Though Beth was gone, her memory remained in their hearts. The four sisters had followed different paths and faced both joy and sorrow. In the end, each discovered that true happiness comes not from wealth or success, but from love, family, kindness, and courage. As the sun set over Plumfield, the family gathered together in gratitude. The little women Mommy had guided so lovingly had finally grown up, and their story would continue to inspire generations to come. So, friends, what can we learn from Little Women today? The March sisters remind us that success isn't measured by wealth or status, but by kindness, resilience, love, and staying true to who we are. More than 150 years after it was written, Little Women continues to remind us of something important. In a world that often encourages us to chase wealth, popularity, success, the March sisters teach a different lesson. True happiness is found in kindness, strong family bonds, meaningful friendships, hard work, and having the courage to become the best version of ourselves. Meg teaches us to value love over luxury. Jo inspires us to follow our dreams without losing our principles. Beth reminds us that quiet acts of kindness can change lives. Amy shows us that growth comes from learning, perseverance, and self-improvement. And Mommy teaches that patience, compassion, and gratitude are strengths that never go out of style. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us for more timeless tales that continue to inspire readers around the world. Until next time, remember the greatest treasures in life are not the things we own, but the people we love and the kindness we share.